Hello. In this episode, I will show you how to create lists using slots and using data formulas, all the knowledge that I was explaining before. If you saw on an app the list that is scrollable and like some products or categories or whatever, that is like a list of something, that's basically how it's done. For that, let's replace our scroll view with a flat list. That's how it's called. Also, there is a popular two other popular components for lists in the React native community. They are called Flash List and Legend List, and then they will appear in Clickley soon. So expect to see them one day. But for now, it's just a React native core component called Flash List. And for that, if you don't have a data source, you always can put some JSON here. For instance, I can write 1, 2, 3. It should be JSON, but it can autocorrect you most of the time, so it's not that strict on syntax. And then you can use this data. But for our case, I want to use data formulas, and I will create a data formula that will load something from the internet. It's pretty simple. I will go to network, HTTP request, and I want to receive a JSON out of this request. So I create this. It says an error because the URL is required because I didn't put anything on there. But let's add something. So I've got what I've got. I've got 4 properties: products, and it's not a list. I need a list. So from this, I want to previous node output. I want to have just a list of 30 items, and then I connect it over here. I can realign it, and I've got my data, and I can preview it. That's my data. It's in JSON format, but it shows you everything what's inside. So our data is ready. Then we'll go to components, and we see that render item slot, and we want to create this slot. And in this slot, let's start with the view, and then we'll put something inside, and inside this view, let's put some text. And you see, it already showed 30 texts because there are 30 items in the data. And we want to make a data binding. We'll do this. The data is available inside the scope, and scope, it's kind of low. The data available only in this place. If you will create a data formula, like a global data formula or data formula inside another UI component, you won't see that because you are inside the flash list, this text inside view, which is inside flat list. So this scope is available only for text and only for view. But if something is outside of flat list, you will try to bind to this data, it won't be possible. So, and we have this render item properties, which gives us a lot of data. We see this index, and they're not recommending to use it. That's right. You have some separators. If you don't understand it, just skip it. That's okay. That's for advanced usage. And then we have this item data. And that's basically everything that we've got from our API. So we want to find some title. By the way, in toolbars, you also can do this, like title. And here it is. It helps you. And you see immediately we've got this title. So let's make a little beauty. We'll put some spacing, and maybe we'll add some background, some white one, and maybe we want to add some margins. It's not recommended, but sometimes that's the way to go. Yeah, so it looks okay. Yeah, we'll do this. And you see we've got those. And then we probably want to add, and then layouting should be like left to right, not top to bottom. It's not visible now because it's only one child in there, but we want to add something before. we want to add image that will show us the picture of this product. And we'll go to image, and instead of selecting, we can either right click here or just click on the label, and we create data formula. Again, we will use the same scope, same item data, and we'll try to find something that resembles images. Thumbnail. Yeah, that's really good. And we've got our thumbnails, and probably we want to adjust the sizing because it's kind of nice, and you can have a ratio of things, but probably we want to do the height is 48, and maybe ratio is 1 also, and this 48, and we want not to grow it and not to shrink it. We'll put shrink 0, so disable shrinking. Maybe we will want to make it a little bit larger. 64 might go. Yeah. Yeah. And then let's go back to our layout. We'll add, like, we'll center it, and then we'll put on some padding here. Here we are. And then maybe we want to add some price. We want to show the price, how much it costs. We'll go there. By the way, inside the text, you can bind not only piece of a text, but just entire text if you are not envisioning that you will have anything else besides this. But in this case, by the way, I want to have it right here because I want to put $sign before. That's one of the great things about inline binding. So we'll go there and we'll find price. Here we are. So let's, on this text, on the layout, no, actually on size, make it grow. So we will realign, and we got our list. And this list, as you see, uses this idea of slots. Render item is our main slot. But besides that, this flat list also has other things to add. For instance, this separator, and you can use some divider we have in the React Native paper. And this, you see, it adds this little thing. And you also can go back and see other components, like the state for empty list, how the empty list will look like when the data is not there. Let's try doing that. Let's put some text, and it's not visible here because the data is there. But once you clear our binding, the data will be there. Just don't forget to click undo. Otherwise, your data flow, local data flow, will be removed and lost. But we'll put some like nothing there. And let's just test it. Let's remove our data. Yeah, nothing there. Of course, we can format it, make nice layout. But it works, and now you know how to do lists. And see you in the next episode.